Hello everyone, good morning. I hope all are you fine. So first I'll say what this mortgage education. Mortgage education always gives you new thoughts and idea. How to develop your idea, speaking skill, many things, mindset, everything you can change your. So if you cannot change, no one can change your life. Only you can change your mindset, only you can change your ideas, only you can change your everything. With if you don't change, you cannot achieve your goal, success, everything. You have to change your mind. So my dear friends, I am sharing with you how do you make a parallel sentence. What is a parallel sentence? First I will say some of parallel sentences, then after I will say my own things and I will do my practice. So these are parallel sentences means how do you make these are a parallel sentence. If I say to you, what is this parallel sentence? Parallel sentence means sum of like this. You can say there was a boy who 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 would who would love to read a book. Who would love to? He liked to. Who like to read a book? There's a boy. Now listen again. I will say these words many times. There was a boy who liked to read a book. Who liked to read books, papers, but he couldn't. But he couldn't. And always, always often saw. Always often saw many people. um Many people read books. Many people read books or paper with spectacles, but couldn't read. And who always tried to read books and paper. Now I will say these sentences again. There was a boy. There was a boy who didn't go to school, but he who didn't go to school. Now I will use subject verb. You cannot use these verbs again and again. Subject like this. You cannot say these words again and again. You have to do practice. These are words. English language. You can make this language in English rules, but we cannot think these. We cannot think about this. We learn on our system. These are system means. I also learn. I follow the system like this tense form. But if you want to do tried every sentence, you have to do these words. Who he couldn't read and write. Who he couldn't speak. He who couldn't speak. Who he couldn't speak. Who would love to. He liked to read and write. He liked, but he couldn't speak. Like that, like also I'm saying to you, there was a boy who who never didn't go to school, but he liked to read books. So he often saw the people wearing spectacles. Now so I'm using these are words past form. These are words you can say past form, like who didn't go to school, who like to read books, but always not he. You don't use their he, but always tried, always um, tried uh, to reading book. He always tried to reading book. You can say to reading book, to read book, but always tried. Who tried? He tried. But here also you couldn't you couldn't say these words. It is your own things now. Now also I'm thinking about this boy. like every sentences you have to do make own your way, you can make own your style. Now also I'm also thinking about these sentences. Okay, now I will say some of words, some of the yesterday what I did. Yesterday I did some of works, hold along, um, in a day, like not 2 or 3 hours, 2 or 3 hours I sat, I had sat in a place. That's why I struck my body. I cannot move. I cannot move my body hold along, and I took a rest many times. But now also I am saying to you, these are words you can use as this. Who and we all time we see, we and I also couldn't, I said here, so I said, if I say these words like I sat in a place. I was not, I had said, I had sat, sat like so use there, sit. I sat in a place, hold along 2 3 hours. 2 3 hours is very long time, very long time. I sat there. I couldn't not here, so couldn't move. Not I sat in a place, um, but I couldn't move here and there. And then after saw many things, I not did some works. This is who did works. I did works, and I also before said these words. I before use these words. I mean subject. You cannot use these words. Then after few days later, your function, your vocabulary will change. Some of this, it is called this parallel sentence. You can make with these words. You can say with these words. Now also, which day we have some of each, which day we have some of work, that works is going into our brain. That's why like this I also using there also, that's why. But I couldn't think, not I couldn't think about these sentences, nothing. So like also I'm also practicing these words. These are the sentences all time. I am using these also. But what I say, okay, now these sentences, okay, then just what. So my dear friends, what I am saying, I think also you couldn't understand who a person knows this language. I think who are person, um, who are person know this about this technique. Also, I am also using this technique. Technique will help to you, and always think about this technique, and that this technique will give you some result. Then you can get something, you can achieve some of ideas. So one of things also I remember, if I do not say these words I can forget. So one of these motivational things, yesterday I read this also. Abdul Kalam said, the rich person, like this poor person, uh, which money earn, which money not poor person, how much money they earn, they all this money they spend. But middle mind person, how much money they earn, they 50% of money they save, and a rich person, how much money they earn, and they all this money they invest their business. They are called this businessman, business mind. You also can think with these words, with this sentence. So what is happening, what will happen, uh, I cannot I cannot think, you cannot think, but something happening. So now I will say these words again. I'll say these words. If you also, there was a boy, there was a boy, he didn't go to school, like this. There are how many types of you can sentences, like you first you think about these sentences, how many types of sentences you can make, how many types of sentences. One of the boy, I know, who knows, I know, I know, there was a boy, how many sentences you can make, this depends only for you. So there was a farmer, there was a farmer, there was a girl, there was a old man, there was an old man. You can think your own way, anything, anywhere you can say. No matter, no matter. You can use these words. If you know these rules, regulation, you can make you can make any sentences. Like this, if I said this, say there was a cow who 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 is who is eating grass, and and uh, and has four legs, two horns, has much means whose has two four, and hairs. I also use their hairs. Now also I am making my own way sentences. This cow has, we use their say again and again, this cow has, not you, we use their, this cow has. So cow has, it means cow has two legs, two horns, two ears, two eyes, one tail. So uh, this its color is like this, red, not high red, like this, like also brown, its color is brown is red. You can use the also these are type words. So, and I know now I will say these words is there was a boy, there was a boy. Now just wait. In the middle of sentence, you can use some of words, which are words you know. These are words you can say. I always say these are words. I always use these words. So this is a boy. These are boy. There was a boy who there was a boy. You can say once there was a boy. Once upon a time, not once upon a time, there was a boy. You can say there was a boy who didn't go to school, couldn't read nothing, and couldn't read nothing. Often saw people read books with spectacles. Then he he thought if I had spectacles, I can read like this people. And we what we do, we use there some of things, like also now I complete my today's journey, and I will take a return. So my dear friends, always try to think about your own way. Own way means also I am also thinking. That's why new thoughts, when the sum of new thoughts come in our mind. So what is happening? This language is so very complicated language. We think about this. So many people, so they learn, they think every day, every situation, every moment. They are thinking, but not. They are learning. They do not think. I am also thinking. I am also starting thinking. Also, I say here I can say here these are words like this LSRW, listening, speaking, reading, writing. All times you can do this exercise, practice with your thinking. Thinking is now also I also learn this language. I'm also developing this language. How to say? So okay, no matter. Some things, some of person, some of people, they can say many things. I also couldn't think before. I also couldn't think before. Nowadays I am also thinking this language and what happened and what will happen. And I say, how I say, nobody will give you a chance. Nobody will give you credit. Nobody will give you nothing. But it is nobody will give you chance, credit, and chance, credit. Even say nobody will give you chance. Nobody will give you chance, credit, and nobody will give you chance. Nobody will give you credit. Nobody will give you nothing. And if I say nobody will give you chance, credit, and nothing, not money, not food, nothing, nobody will give you. If I you can say these words I said here also, nobody I uses their words, but you your things, it is your things, it is my things, which are sentences I am learning, I am passioning. These are sentences I always try to speak in front of you. But there's an interesting point. There is an interesting point. There is an interesting point. Which are point now. So I am find out another words also. These words means a person. It needs some of things. Some of things person needs some of words. These are words also. You can make this some sentences like a boy, like a incident, like a water. About water you can make some of sentences. This water is not well for drinking. This this water is very dirty, and I found here some something also. You can say some of what is dust, some of dust I found, but I cannot I cannot drink, but cannot I use this I cannot cannot drink this waters. And which are words, everything like there was a tree, there was a tree. If I think there, and there was a tree, I saw there was a tree. Now so not there is a tree. It is correct or mistake also. You have to do there is a tree. I Now I try to climb up this tree. There is a tree. I climb up the tree. And which are sentences also you can make. There is a tree. I but I you can you don't use there. You can't use there. But there is there like this. There is a tree, and on the tree had many fruits. But how can I eat these fruits? In these fruits, and one of these ripe fruits I am observing, one of these rights, and I want to like to eat these fruits, but I how can I pluck these fruits? And I not I yes couldn't climb up, and I tried and tried, but I couldn't climb. So these are words also you can use. These are words now. So I said before some days ago. Also I said before some of sentences coming, and which are sentences important for you, which are sentences important for me. But these are sentences will come to in our mind. So every day try to speak. I always say if you don't try, you cannot speak. So my dear friends, every day you have to try, and which are sentences. You can say many things, and you can if you understand this language, you can speak. So every day you have to practice with this language. If you don't do practice, you cannot speak. So these words you can make many sentences. With these sentences you can practice with these sentences, with these normal words you can practice. Now also I am thinking about my own way. No matter you can say, try to speak this language is very nice and interesting. Every time you try to speak, okay. And another thing is I also found here. So what is our problem? If I said what is our problem, how can you solve your problem? How can you, no, nobody will solve your problem like this. It is your problems. How do you can solve your problem? So I am thinking about this problem. What? So uh, uh, so my dear students, every time, why you ask yourself, you can ask yourself why you have come here. First you ask and first you decide why you are learning. But we don't know. Our parents, our mother, fathers, they always time they worried about us. What and they understand, but they couldn't understand to you properly. Because of that, our mind always, our mind is very dangerous things. Our minds always moving here and there. But we couldn't find out our goals, our ambition, our thinking, our body movement, our incidents, our uh, needable works, needable material things, and which are very important for us. But we all time we try to do good things, but we didn't do. We couldn't do, not didn't do. We couldn't do these good things all our time. So in a year, if you think in a year, how many days? In a year, we get 365 days. And what we do? First, you count it. If you if you can count in a year, how many days? In a like write down here. In a year, how many days we get? But what is happening? uh, I am also saying what is another problem I find out here. When I start to learn, when I start to learn to others people, what is happening, my mind goes down. My mind goes down, and by my mind goes down, my mind goes down. Now also every time you have to read some of books, then books will help to you, and you can join on your way sentences. Now also my brain is working on my way. And what else? What is going on now? This time I am also thinking and also trying to speaking. These are things very dangerous things. These are things very important things. These are things, and what can I do? If I do this, if I do my brain work like this way, what can I do? Okay, now so I'm thinking this way is very nice. Um Yesterday also, now yesterday, not tomorrow, I have to go another my relative house. These things also I am now thinking about these things. I have to do ride car, and that's why I'm thinking many things. So many things will will come in our mind. But my cars, vehicles, and which things you you think. If you think these things regularly, your mind goes down. And but some of things you can say, some of things you can understand, some of things will come in your mind. But uh, you but have to overcome these are things to change how you change these things. I like also I am also thinking about these things. What will happen? Now these are sentences will come to you. First I said many things, but nowadays also I'm thinking about think. So my dear friends, always try to speak in your own way, not in your own way, but on your own way. Try to think, try to speak. So to speak, to laugh, to walk, to you can some of make some of words. If you make some words, your thinking will change. Okay. Now, no matter what will happen, what is happening, what will happen. These are things every day you try to speak. Now, so I am walking, and I am walking and walking. No, but just wait. So there's a pigeon, and there's a pigeon. It sees me. It sees me and it fly, and it sees me and fly. But I said, no, just wait. It sees me and fly. Okay, these are words. So now I will say this also. Again, parallel sentence. I will discuss with this parallel sentence and which are sentences coming in my mind. With this, you can do some of mistakes, some of false things. If you learn with this, some of incident person who are learning, you also can do some practicing with him or her and with them. These ways very nice and interesting and fantastic skills. You can make some of the skills with this. So there was a boy. Now I'll say this parallel sentence was there was a boy who who there is a boy who didn't go to school uh, always, but you always and after and after and after but after and then but then there was a boy who didn't go to school, who didn't go to school, but not. You can use that not and and what is the difference? But we think butter and but kintu some of things also which are things he can do, but and what is the conjunction meanings also we read this conjunction, but I'm also thinking this conjunction was also very like what is the word? So and conjunction, but no, he didn't go to school, and you can use this and. He tried, not and tried to read. He not and regularly tried to read books and paper. Who didn't go to school? Who didn't go to school and tried many times, but he couldn't go to school. And what happened? These are things you can make your own way. And also, who didn't go to school, like some of simple sentence, you can make your own way. So no matter and who and tried to read books and paper, but he saw he often saw, but he often saw many people wear spectacles for reading and writing. For reading and writing also here already stops. Sentences stop here, but not. But what he did when we write some sentences, we use there also stop. But speaking time, you cannot use their stop. How can you understand these are sentences stop here? But you have to join here, so you can join with these words, you can say with these words, which are words. So my dear friends, just I did some example, and you can think your own way, you can make your own way some sentences. Okay, now if you understand my opinion, if you learn something from this video, I always say okay. And what is it, I who are watching my video, I'll say thank you or goodbye, and bye, see you again.